What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the POA network to Bitcoin. So shout out to Aaron Knappen for commenting his top altcoin. If you guys want to be shouted out in tomorrow's video, please make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave a comment below telling me what your favorite altcoin for review is. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. So hopefully you guys noticed the title. Basically, I'm talking about how Litecoin, Bitcoin have both triple bottomed on the technical analysis chart, which we will get into in 1 second. But first, I wanted to show you guys how the current market cap is looking. And if you scroll over to a website called coinmarketcap.com, you'll be able to see what I am looking at right now. So right now, I believe this is the refresh chart. We are looking at a market cap of around $343 billion with a 24-hour volume of 18 billion and a total Bitcoin dominance of 37.9. If you're wondering why this ad just popped up, that is because I was thinking about buying cryptotv.com, but it seems like this webpage has it already and they want to sell it plus 500 other domain names for like $8 million or something, which is phenomenal. And you can't sell it. He doesn't want to sell them separately. You have to buy all 500 domains. So I'll probably never get cryptotv.com, but maybe something similar. But otherwise, if you can see, we have, for the most part, coins are up quite well. Hopefully you guys are wondering why EOS is up 20%. It's pretty phenomenal that that coin is just taking off. It did take a huge hit a few days ago, but it's definitely recovering quite well. I think we saw it as high as $15 or $16, so it's definitely back up to that top again, so it's probably hitting a bit of resistance. But Bitcoin is at 7,600, trying to make its way back to the 8. We see Ethereum at 592, up 2%, and then lastly, Litecoin up 3.19%. We're definitely looking to see a market cap over 500 billion, hopefully within the next few months. We see the market cap at 343, and would hope to see it over 400 by the end of June. So fingers crossed. Let's see. I'm also hoping to get the channel monetized by the end of June, so that's some more good news. But let's move on to this technical analysis. So I'm on Litecoin to USD on Coinbase, and right now the price is $123. So it's doing exactly what I predicted or was expecting it to do. And I want to show you guys what I mean by that. But first, this triple bottom that I'm referencing, if I zoom out right now, hopefully you guys notice the 3 key areas. Now, of course, the lines are going to be a little bit thinner, but that's only because of being on the 4-hour. But here's 1, here's 2, and then here's the 3rd. So this is 3 triple bottoms, and I want to just get into what that means, or the potential that gives Litecoin and Bitcoin. But let me just explain to you guys what a triple bottom is, or what it looks like. So basically, a triple bottom, I just pulled up Google Images. You can see how a triple bottom is after a decline in price. We see 3 kind of tests of the support at the bottom line. So you can see how we did fall, and then we had this first test, the second test, and then the third test, usually followed by a downtrend that we do end up breaking. So that's the first one. I just want to show you guys a few of them just so we can see what they look like. You can see here we also have another downtrend, which is then followed by 3 points of contact and then a break upwards, breaking. If we just drew this farther down, you can see how it kind of cuts right through here and then right through here, and then we pop out of that and continue higher. Let's look at maybe a few more. Yeah, so you can see 1, 2, 3. We break resistance at the top, and we move up. And this is pretty much just going to sum up to a more newish person who comes into crypto who doesn't really understand what a triple bottom could mean. Basically, you have a downtrend at first, which is then followed by 3 triple bottoms, or sorry, 1 triple bottom, but 3 touches, and then we usually have a movement upwards and we break and continue up. And you will notice that we have the downtrend and then we have the 3 touches. So if we look at Litecoin, I'm just going to maybe look at the daily. You can see how we have our downtrend, followed by 3 touches, 1, 2, and then 3. And now we're looking for that movement upwards. And now it's interesting that we have these 3 triple bottoms also within a pennant flag or symmetrical triangle. And we have our 5 points of contact, which are coming to an end right now. And we are looking for that point at E. So I am, the market, a lot of people think, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of people think market manipulation, all that stuff. But if TA proves true, and if TA likes to follow what TA does, we should see that movement to E. That's what we're looking for. And then a break out of it, at least retesting the high-low MMA, and then hopefully a push upwards, breaking out quite hard. And then the FOMO buyers will come in, add more crypto or buy into the breakout because they don't want to miss out, and it will shoot the price very high up. Now we are looking quite good on the the stock RSI to have the potential to run. You can see the last time we broke out, which was right here, we broke out of E right here, and we were also around, let's say 45, and then we kind of shot up. If we go back to where we are now, we're looking at around 43. So 45 to 43, not too much of a difference. A little bit lower, but we are trading up. So you can see off the bounce that we had, a very nice bounce. And if we want to, we could even like draw. See, when you look on the daily, these candles are more of wicks than they are necessarily support. I mean, it doesn't necessarily go all the way down, but you can see clearly where we have the 3 touches, 1, 2, and then this would be 3 if we looked on the daily, on the 4 hour. But now we're moving upwards. We finally broke out. I can honestly just move it down here just so we can see that that touches here. It's similar to where these points are. But then we broke upwards, held support. Bulls are now pushing the price up, and we're looking to retest E. So theoretically, if you wanted to make a quick profit, I'm no financial advisor, but if you bought at D, expect to ride this up to E and then take out some of your position or all of your position, and then maybe anticipate the breakout upwards and kind of play it by ear like that. Set a stop loss probably at the line that it breaks out at, and continue it like that. But expect this movement to E. We now look at Bitcoin, which is even more defined as a triple bottom. And what I mean by that is if we draw support right around here, you can see where we have our triple bottom. We have clearly, hopefully you guys can see 1, then we have 2, and now we have our third triple bottom. And like it said in the definition, a triple bottom has a downtrend with a reversal formation and then an uptrend. So if we go back to Bitcoin, we have, did not mean to draw that. Oh, actually we're okay. So we have our huge downtrend, as you can see. Now we have our triple bottom, 1, 2, 3, which is supposedly extremely bullish on Investopedia. And now we're hopefully going to move up and break out. So let me just delete these lines. And that's, again, if TA holds true and there's not price manipulation and the market doesn't get suppressed by the big players in crypto. Hopefully they embrace the breakout. But you can see how we are just clearly following the A, B, C, D, and now we're looking for that E. It's just so perfect. It's so clean. Like, it's hard to doubt. You can't 100% draw TA correctly and accurately. There's a lot of movement, but you can always adjust it and tweak it slightly where it does make sense. And you can see how there's always like these 5 points or these 5 lines, waves before we see the last one, and then we break out. And they're always like, they get more compressed. So if you look at Bitcoin, you can see how when we started off with these huge waves. We had one huge wave, and then as we came down, which is a huge wave, we started to kind of funnel down. We didn't see a huge wave again. You can see how the last time we touched here, we went all the way, down. Huge downtrend from Bitcoin. Literally, the price that it touched at came all the way back down to where it started. Went up smaller, even smaller, and now we're looking for an even smaller one again. So the price is definitely being, compressed and pressed into to almost anticipate a pop. We're building up a lot of pressure, a lot of steam, and eventually that lid's going to pop off, and hopefully the price is going to fly up. FOMO buyers jump in and the price moves higher. You can see how we have that D to E now, and it's just moving so perfectly. And I'm looking for it to test E, hopefully break out, kind of maybe hit the top here, right around the high-low MMA. If not, maybe retest the top of the triangle and then shoot upwards. But you know what? We're going to have to find out, guys. This makes a little more sense at the way this triangle's set up. We've been following it, watching it for so long. Keep hodling. We'll see where this market goes. But expect to reach E for both Litecoin and Bitcoin. Ethereum looking a little different. I believe, yeah, my lines are still drawn on, and I'm still holding true to what I believe in that. So you can see how we have this downtrend right here. We see the price moving up higher. And as you can see where I drew the green line and the green uptrend, I'm really looking to see this coin move more towards the downtrend that it started or that it has. And then hopefully a pop upwards, bringing it to that high-low MMA for Ethereum. So a nice recovery, though, for Ethereum for sure. Definitely moving up, and it definitely will not break below 500 anytime soon. Held that pretty damn well. But now expect that movement upwards and to retest that high-low MMA. Lastly, let's look at POA. So I don't think I've reviewed POA for quite a while. I want to check it out on the daily just so we can get a nicer view. When you zoom out on charts, you can get a better view at some very strong lines of support. So every time we see price reverse or revert upwards, that's usually an indication of a line of support. So, and the tops. So we're not using these wicks, we're using the candles, the top of the candles and the bottom of the candles. So you can clearly see the price reverts right here. Boom, reverts right here. So we know that this level is going to be a huge support level. The fact that it reverts up, we know that anytime in the future that we come back down to test this level right here, it's most likely going to pop up off of it. And then we watch, and guess what? We fell, and guess what did we do? We popped right off of it. So it's pretty good to use TA to adjust and figure out how price moves. So for people who doubt it or are anti it, I mean, how do you explain that? You can clearly see the reversal right here, drawing clean support at the bottom, and we came back down in a descending triangle and we popped. And you can see this descending triangle, what we're looking for is similar to Litecoin and Bitcoin, a pop upwards. That's what we're anticipating. And like I said, you want to use the bottoms of supports to draw. So you can clearly see here being one. This is a support level right here. And then you can use the tops as resistances. So this would definitely be one right here. We have another one right in this area. You can see the top right here. And now, honestly, it's just a waiting game. We got to see where the coin goes. Obviously, it's hopefully should make a support level and continue to rise up. But definitely, before it starts to drop, it will probably hit this level of resistance before it faces trouble. And if we just go to the 4 hour now to kind of zoom in on price, you can see what exactly is happening. So you can see we have this strong downtrend. You can see the support level we had here. We bounced up off that, bounced up off of it. You can even draw in a smaller triangle right here. So a very clean one right there. You can see, boom, we have one right here, pop, down here, pop. And clearly you can see the issue it's running into right now is we have these high and low middle moving averages that are now coming down, and they're suppressing the price, or they're keeping it below it. So honestly, what POA to Bitcoin needs to do is to break this high-low MMA. If it continues to push down, it's probably going to triple bottom again. Actually, I wouldn't consider it to be a triple bottom because this is, it would double bottom, sorry, because this is the first one. It would double bottom here possibly and break out again, but it really has to start and break the high-low MMA. So I'm really, you know, this is going to be the high-low MMA sneaking in. We'll see where this price goes, whether it can break above it. But as soon as it does, I'd consider myself bullish on POA. But it's pretty much just a waiting game. So definitely watch POA, see how it interacts with this high-low MMA. Clearly see how it's acting as a strong resistance, and it is suppressing the price. If we zoom in right now, you can see how many times it's tried to go above, but it couldn't hold or get enough volume to push it higher. I'll kind of add in the high-low MMA too. I mean, sorry, the stochastic indicators, just to get a better overview. So you can see how on the 4 hour we are pretty high up on it. We're not overbought yet, but we're above. So we're really looking right now to see how it's going to react with the high-low MMA. But hopefully you guys liked today's review. If you did, please subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Hayden signing out.